Recording? Let's do Lois.
Alright, let's do voice.
It's fine, it's just... Well, everything except the horses is very straightforward, I'll be honest. We do, however, need to go over everything twice because of how this thing is built. But, who cares?
You have to do the horses twice.
No.
No? Yes? You have to do the horses twice?
No.
No?
No.
Why not?
Well, insofar as once for each of us, but we all have to go through this area twice. Hell, I guess we could fight the invisible tiger. That'd be silly, right?
If I think invisible tiger while he's invisible, I'm sure we can handle it.
Can and want to are two different things.
We have a magic casting sword.
Kind of? I don't think it does magic damage. Maybe the projectile does and the sword doesn't.
It looks like he's casting Ice Craig or whatever that spell was, and that was me.
Well,
That's on recording now.
what? The parry ruining? Got a couple of those.
What? Are you using a rapier?
Yeah.
I thought you were using a rapier, but I only ever see your katanas when I look at you.
Well, normally it's katana broadsword. Winged spear plus 7. I wanted to come in with something a little more stabby.
Guess you found your something more stabby.
I've used it throughout the entire game.
You've been using a lot of stabby weapons.
It's the only stabby weapon.
Keeping track.
Everything else is
You're
slashy.
You can stab with the slashy weapons.
Yeah, some of them I actually can. Ow. You're getting mad at me for reasons which are understandable.
I did not see her right there.
Why not?
Oh no, I was all over this area and just didn't see them.
Blind.
The blizzard does not help. So,
Uh-huh. Weird.
that happened.
What?
Oh well.
You died? Yeah?
I went and died. Yeah.
They must avenge Darkbreaker.
I don't think they're friends with Darkbreaker.
They probably are. Go on picnics and such.
You know what? This is an ice place. I should be using more fire magic.
But made of ice.
they're made out of ice. Exactly.
They aren't even made of ice, they're just cold. Warm their bones.
That should be good enough. And just start running forward. Fire magics. Let's put on the king's ring to my fire stuff. Does more damage.
Needless to say, it's gonna be a wee bit hard for me to get back to the bonfire with where I am right now.
I'm running forward. Yep, I'm running forward semi-successfully. You have a spell to set your sword on fire?
Yeah.
What is it and where did you get it?
Sinner. And flame weapon.
Flame weapon and you killed Sinner. I see. I don't think I'm gonna follow in those footsteps. Or it can be the same.
And she's right there. You have magic.
I do have magic, but she's kind of fast.
Dark clutch
And she
ring.
gets... What did you say it was?
Dark clutch ring.
Is this where the dark clutch ring is?
Yes. Gotta wait until we unfreeze it for that.
It'd be funny if I just got invaded all of a sudden.
Why would that be funny?
Not funny. Ironic, I suppose.
Why would it be ironic?
I was saying earlier. I'm surprised I didn't get invaded in this area. Thought I usually get invaded in this area.
So it would be perfectly expected because you are tempting fate. Or otherwise remarking that it's not doing its goddamn job.
Where are the invaders? I wanted to throw some magic at them.
Well, if they're behaving, they're at Iron Bridge, being bros. And if they're not, then they're literally anywhere else.
I don't know, but it sounds like a place where I would expect them to be.
There are places where PvP is encouraged, and places where it is not.
This is a place where it's not encouraged, but it might happen.
I'm sure some
Anyway.
sicko tries to invade in Iron Passage.
Absolutely, why wouldn't I?
Because it's deplorable.
It doesn't stop people. You really don't care about my sword.
Drop down there, bonfire, but I think that this is a different thing. Hey there, little guy. Supposed to lead him somewhere. He does something. I don't remember what. I think. Maybe. Maybe not.
Is there any particular reason why I should be killing these witch ladies?
Because they're jerks.
They kind of don't attack you.
It is a front.
So they just pretend to be all nice.
I'm pretty sure that once the area unfreezes / the blizzard stops, they get all mad. Ow.
Sounds like that's a problem for later.
Just kill them enough times to where they don't respawn right now.
Well, that means I have to rest at that many bonfires or die that many times.
Or just used to feather that many times.
Or just use the feather that many times.
Bye. It does, however, mean a lot of bloodshed. Like a lot. Like entirely too much.
By that point, everything will have stopped spawning.
And Moist will be safe and happy. And the blizzard won't let me light a torch. Thanks. So that means I have to come back here later. I will gain access to my kung fu. I shall not be stopped. I'll never use it, but I'm sure I'll deliver at least one flying kick before the game is over. Just a bunch of golems. Golems and wizards.
Oh, wizards.
What?
What's wrong with wizards?
The same things that's wrong with golems.
What's wrong with golems?
Trying to attack me. And or being creepy. Either one is a death worthy penalty.
That's it. Is that saying that wizards are creepy?
When are they not?
They cast all the cool magics. That's not creepy.
Sure about that one?
Pretty sure?
Don't know about that. Dark Dance.
They're saying being able to harness the power of lightning. It's not a cool magic.
It's kind of creepy. Kind of weird. Strange.
It's
Ring of the
unnatural.
Embedded. What's that?
Still interesting.
Ah, that's what that is.
Is there anything
Surprises.
down here?
Send to me.
Broken bridge.
Weird. Weird. Don't remember that hex. Probably because it requires stats I just don't use.
That's
Dark Dance.
I feel like that's one of the what do you call them? Chime hexes that sits you in a space where you're just stuck in that space until it's spot until the spell ends.
You mean any of the AoE attacks?
Yeah. Not all of the AoE attacks. Poison is nice.
You still... well, it doesn't deal damage. Not on itself.
No, it just builds up poison.
Like, it's not like Firestorm and all those.
Which is why that spell is better than the other AoEs.
In reference to poison?
In comparison to not getting yourself hit.
I'm just... what's that spell in your sentence?
Oh, Dark Fog, Poison Mist, Toxic Mist.
So, in comparison to poison, okay.
Yeah.
Random hollow, stop getting in the way. I'm trying to stab this giant golem thing.
Did you want a ring, by the way?
What?
Ring of the Giant +2.
Nah.
Don't feel like the bonfire's this way.
Path is fairly linear.
I mean, there's that way you can go up these stairs.
Well, it's a dead end.
Is it a dead end up there?
Assuming it's the one I'm thinking of.
Gargoyles attack up there on the roof. Let's not go up the roof.
You mean the golem?
Is that a golem?
Well, gargoyles...
There's a golem up there, but gargoyles flying in, right?
I can't think of a single instance in Moist where gargoyles fly in.
I think I'm being invaded by a player.
You've brought that on yourself.
I did. I shouldn't be fighting these gargoyle or this golem.
Interesting.
Oh.
Eh. There he goes.
Yeah, definitely a player.
Whatever makes you say that.
Oh, because he's waving at me.
Oh, they're friendly.
And then when I decided to go wave back, he tried to come in to stab me.
He's not that friendly. I bet they were just getting beaten up at the bridge.
And I can't just go and drink my ass despite being hurt.
I'm okay. Bad time for that. It's fine.
And I didn't get the bonfire, which means I have to run all the way back.
Yeah, the more I think about it, the more I'm convinced that anybody who's invading somewhere other than the established fight club / clubs for the community of this game is just doing so because they couldn't win there.
People who fight the fight club are used to fighting the fight club.
Mm-hmm.
This guy just had 2 of the little blade hand things.
Well, there's
the Wolverine claws.
Nothing wrong with that. It's just go fight the people that are here to fight people.
I was saying that to say that it was just a opportunity that they saw. They decided to fight someone in an A place.
Well, yeah, you're waiting until they're weakened up by the game before you even toss your hat into the ring. It's rude.
You just gotta hope that they are honorable, quote unquote, enough.
No, they just shouldn't
Not
be
just
invading.
drinking Estes. They really should not be invading, no. I have to kill all these ladies again. I'm not gonna kill all these ladies again.
Like early in something's release date, whenever it's, oh, everyone's everywhere. Yeah, sure, makes sense. But
This game's been out for a couple years.
it's been doing stuff for a while, and I think that bridge got established nigh on immediately.
At the very least, it's been long enough since it's been established that everyone knows about it.
At least anyone that has anything to do with PvP in Dark Souls 2.
Even people who don't do PvP in Dark Souls 2, they run up to the bridge and they see little
red summoning
markers
signs
everywhere.
Things that you just don't see anywhere else.
Especially not in the DLC where you have to deal with a bunch of rabid horses.
It's not the snowfield. Specifically. It's Loyce
It's
Township. But there's a lot of running that you have to do to get through Loyce Township. I mean, I guess they're not invading with the frickin' hedgehogs. Oh no.
You have to fight that golem again?
Anything that you killed. Nothing doesn't respawn.
I hope the golem wouldn't respawn.
Oh. They're not that strong. And there's a bunch of them.
They're not that strong, I just didn't want to fight him again.
Well, I think that might go for a lot of the enemies. I say fighting a pack of dogs. Universally known as one of the worst things, until they brought in birds.
I have to agree that the birds are worse than the dogs.
But they're both not good.
Both are not good, but birds are a whole nother problem.
You physically can't hit them.
I usually use magic and I still think they're a problem.
See about that whenever Elden Ring ends up on the table of things to be done.
Well, I'm not doing magic then.
What are you doing in Elden Ring?
I told you I was going to go with a different build style when we did Elden Ring eventually.
You mean like how this one was sorceries?
It was sorceries until I changed the hex and miracles and sorceries. So yes, I will build for magic in the background, but it will not be my main focus.
What are you going for?
You will find out.
Great hammer or bust? Embody caveman.
I'll go from the super smart build to the super dumb, super strong build. Oh,
I never discredit the Batunga.
it works for plenty of people. I have never gotten used to it,
Give me this.
but I've never tried it.
I can see what was previously unseeable.
You have made it that far already.
Yeah? Nice hammer. Drakekeeper stuff is hard to get. That's a lot of spins. Dude, crossbow? Really? Why is it in your right hand? Okay.
You happen to need an ice hammer or ice rapier.
Those are actually pretty good.
I have 2 of them now.
Cool. I think they break easy, but they can also cast that spell of theirs, and they deal okay damage. That said, I'm not going to use it in lieu of my actual rapier. Because parry.
Parrying is nice, I think.
Okay.
I wouldn't know. I've never done it.
The timing is peculiar in this game. You get to the inner wall, but I think that you can actually just warp straight to the tiger with no ill side effects.
You have to wait for... You have to wait for the, world to melt before you can open these chests that are next to the golem.
Yep. And I'm pretty sure that there's stuff in this area that I'm in right now that yeah, there's stuff. There's things that I just can't access, but I have there's nothing stopping me from going straight to the tiger. So this is just for me to get a lay of the land, I guess.
You can
Stop beaming at me. Oh my god.
Mark butt train. I just leave the dark butchering itself on.
I have my own ice rapier now. I'm sorry.
I'll just hold on to my 2. Maybe I'll power
stance. I don't think they have anything unique that they do, but it would allow you to, you know, magic attack in the middle of a, you know, thingy. Same as with Blue Flame there. Not quite the same, I guess.
Pretty similar.
Insofar as one casts a spell, the other one...
Oh. Wait
Had a
second.
flash of memory.
Just suddenly remembered something.
I saw some barrels.
Barrels?
Mm-hmm.
Is that supposed to mean something?
If I'm correct, yes. Because I think that this is one of the places where there's an invader with a sense of humor. An NPC invader with a sense of humor. Well, there's also Maldron, who is a piece of shit and is across the ice bridge. But there's another guy, who I'm not mad at, but I just know what he does.
Before I jumped down to that second bonfire, what was behind this area?
You mean the other direction?
Yeah.
Martial arts, but you can't really do anything until after you unthaw the town. Or thaw the town. Unfreeze.
You can't light the torches.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now there is a bell helmet in case you want to wear a silly hat. But I think that's about it.
I already have a silly hat.
Well, there's other silly hats.
There's other silly hats?
There's like a lot.
What's in this direction? A bunch of caves, apparently. Oh, and another golem.
I know he's here, but I don't know where. I'm scared. Ah, he's right there! Ow. Ring Lake set, looks like.
I thought you didn't like the Drain Lake set.
Well, it's heavier than what I'm wearing and does a little... Well, no. What I'm wearing is heavier now because I went for fashion souls. It's good starter armor. And relatively powerful, it's just not for me.
Just heavy. Early game.
It's heavy enough to where I want to go for alvas instead.
I see. Got the funny hat. Can leave now.
What you gonna do, buddy? Do it. Smart. Sorry.
Did you just apologize for killing that guy?
He invades and turns himself into a barrel. There is no malice in my heart for someone that does that.
What if he just shows up behind you to,
Oh, he
I
would.
don't know, punch you in the face?
He would if I didn't know about it. But it's just silly. And there's Meldrin.
I suppose if Malt's in the same area.
Then anyone else immediately becomes good. Once you get to the inner wall, you can just port. You really aren't losing anything. Everything that you need to do inside that area there is frozen, and it doesn't unfreeze until after you kill the cat. And once the cat's dead, you can't do anything in multiplayer anyway.
I'll just keep peering forward until I get to the inner wall so I can get that eyeball. So I can see. That's how that works.
I mean, if you want, we could try the cat invisible.
Do you want to try the cat invisible?
There's nothing stopping us. At least not until we both can't not see the cat.
Not being able to see the cat would be annoying for me, at the very least. That means I can't log on to the cat, which means I can't cast spells at the cat.
Well, you have things like Soul Greatsword. You know where it is.
I do have things like Soul Greatsword. And Dark Greatsword.
And Firestorm and Fire Tempest. There's stuff you can do.
We could have just fought the guy from the very beginning. Just by going to the left, instead of to the right.
Well, yeah, I just didn't expect to die.
You didn't expect to die?
Going through the area? And
No.
I mean, I didn't.
You didn't.
And I also just watched you no difficulty Dark Lurker, so like... expectations were a little high.
It's because you started streaming that I stopped doing well.
Right. It's totally
I
not all just a
went in and
facade.
I went and killed both, Dark Lurker first try. And then Giant Lord at +5. Dark Dance.
Why is he already up to +5?
I mean, because I've done him 5 times. It might be +6. But still. I did both of those relatively easily. And then a normal enemy with a single ice bolt killed me.
Well, I think you're near the next bonfire.
Next to the knight that throws his lance at you.
Yeah, there's a few of those, but the abandoned dwelling bonfire, have you reached there yet?
I got to the second bonfire.
So you have, okay. In that case, you're on the trail then.
Yeah.
Because the only way we can do Invisible Cat is if you give it a go from the bridge.
Because you already got the eye.
Mm-hmm.
So. You have to do it in my world, where I have not gotten the eye. How many Estus Flash uses do you have?
12?
Not you. I meant the Lancer guy.
Probably 3.
He used 2. I didn't let him use the 3rd.
Oh good, you mean you took advantage of him standing still and slowly drinking his canteen.
He didn't attempt to use the 3rd. He just kind of stood there, trying to charge at me, while I threw some dark orbs in his face.
I feel like he deserved it at that point.
Is there a 3rd bonfire? There is a 3rd bonfire right before the eye, right?
No,
No?
there's one after it.
I could theoretically just not grab the bonfire?
If you really
grab the
want to
eye?
fight an invisible tiger,
Well, we've mentioned it now a couple times. We have to try it.
and you're doing it for showmanship.
Yeah. Oh, that's a frozen mimic right here.
Don't worry, it will try to fool you later. Oh, the ice rapier has an 8 bleed. That actually makes it pretty good for a couple things. Me not being able to buy infinite junks is a weight on my soul.
You have upgraded too many weapons, apparently.
I like to play with things.
I got tired of dying too easily, so I just upgraded my armor.
I don't know how much that'll really change it.
It actually changed it quite a bit. It's equivalent to, it's equivalent or better than the armor I was originally wearing.
So you bumped up those rags to be Elite Knight.
Thing. Yeah. I bumped them up to be equivalent or better than the knight armor.
Strange and heretical, but okay.
Apparently upgrading armor actually does do a thing. Before I grab it, where's the eye? It's on that altar, right?
Yeah?
Get there in a second. I'm sure of it.
That Viking Zord is just better. And it kind of breaks easier, but...
Viking sword?
yeah.
Better than what?
The broadsword. And the Drakekeeper.
You're saying there's something better than the broadsword? Oh, there's 4 dogs in here.
Well, mechanically, like, it doesn't deal that much damage. It's just fast and reliable. But there are now at least 2 swords in this game that are just better versions of it, with the exact same moveset and everything.
What swords would that be?
The Varangian and the Drakekeeper.
What about the Chaos Blade? Or is that katana?
That's a katana. I don't have much I can do until we gotta fight a cat.
Should I be climbing to the invisible ladder, or is that something else I should be doing?
There's a thing up there. It's loot. 'Cause
It's loot, which means I'm going to get it. But if it's not the eyeball, then that's fine.
Now you'll know where the eyeball is. It's not hidden.
Splintering Lightning Spear. That's an interesting spell that I might use. I know the eyeball is not hidden. I just don't know exactly where it is. And not knowing exactly where it is makes me think I'm going to accidentally collect it.
It's got the magical Voopforps around it and a voice that tells you no.
Oh, so it's very, very obvious.
It's not hidden.
The east telling me it's off in this direction. It is not off in this direction. How did I get her so turned around? Is it down the stairs? Probably it's not down the stairs. Is it across this bridge?
Pig dropping an invasion item. Disgusting.
So you're not going to invade someone with that invasion item that you just collected?
No. It's more the fact that it had it. It means the pig was thinking about invading someone.
Hello again. Once master him
It is not across the bridge. That's upsetting.
I find that I need be safe.
How many people is Dark Souls 2 up to? Comma. 618 million deaths worldwide. That's a lot of bodies. I also don't know if that's across all servers or just on PC. Or if it includes Dark Souls 2 original.
I don't think it would include 2 original.
Then that one has its own tracker. Because they're both available. For some reason. Whoa.
There's the voice telling me not to go this way. Okay.
I need Titanite chunks before I can play with anything stupid, and I'm completely out of Titanite chunks that I can acquire without grinding. I have a lot of +7s and 8s and 6s. It's awful.
Just use the special ones that required only Twinkling Titanite.
Those ones also have ran out.
You've run out of Twinkling Titanite.
I like to upgrade things that are silly. Also, Drakeblood's 15 and this other stupid thing I got is also 15 on their own. No, it's more than that, isn't it? 1, 2, 2, 3, 6... What? No, it's 15.
There's the bonfire. Okay. All done. Where do I need to go?
Back to the bridge, put on the ring. And then I
Back to
guess
the
you
bridge.
summon me because Invisible Tiger?
Invisible Tiger attempt.
Which means I can act with Reckless Abandon and you have to be somewhat cautious of the magic Invisible Tiger.
I need to be incredibly cautious of the magic Invisible Tiger, which means I should not have this touch ring on.
If I knew what they did, I might be able to offer more insight.
You take more You deal more damage of that type, but you also take more physical damage.
Ah.
So I do more dark damage, but also I take more physical everything damage. We're on blood, right?
Yes.
Got the ring on at the first bonfire, just waiting for a sign to appear. And double checking to make sure I actually remember to hit unpause on my recording.
What'd you pause the recording for?
Because I need to reset everything
Huh?
to reconnect to the server.
You would have been so far behind. Or
I
just
would have been
jump cutted so far.
much.
That would have been
I
slightly
didn't-
devastating.
Only slightly? Why are you stunned, bro?
Because I have everything else.
I mean, I needed you to be a sun, bro, so I can get that last spell.
Well, congrats, you're gonna get maybe 2 or 3 medals.
I might get 2 or 3 medals. Ooh. Go back.
Of course, the tiger can also just discover the meaning of speed and send itself off the bridge, if you're lucky.
I hope that is what happens.
Silly meme weapon go. I don't have high hopes for Invisible Tiger for a couple of reasons. Mainly, it's invisible. Secondly, it is tiger. Ow. Thirdly, it deals that much damage. Why are you hitting it with melee weapon?
Because I can't see it, so I can't hit it with magic.
You revealed yourself.
Oh.
Using ears. Is it near you?
Yeah. In front of you now.
I can
I
not
can
see
see
that.
I can no longer see it. I can see it again.
Tiger's a little invisible. Its body is on top of me.
It's
Charging
over
you.
by me now.
It got me.
Got you. It got me.
Didn't waste any time on you, did it?
No, it charged at me immediately after it got you. Oh, I can see it, barely.
Shows up a little bit whenever it's, you know, not attacking.
So, you want
Bring
to try
back on.
Invisible Tiger? Or no?
I think that if you were to just bonk head against it enough times, we'd make it, but it's not necessary.
My sign is down, so you can summon me so we can do Visible Tiger.
I mean, what, we got it either a third dead or half dead?
It was about half dead, I think.
So it's doable, it's just...
Why would you do it when you can just hit the item to make you see it?
'Cause challenges.
Unless you want to do the other tigers invisible too.
That's not how those work.
Don't they? Aren't they invisible as well?
I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure they are.
Do not believe that they are invisible if you do not have the eye. I also don't know if I've ever gotten past that tiger who is invisible to be able to then double back and do those tigers afterward that to be able to check. Someone has, I'm sure.
Thought I saw a speedrunner or a challenge runner doing it, but I do not remember. That could have just been thinking that that's how it should work.
You coming?
Alright, Behind you.
Oh.
I was already at the gate.
You somehow dodged my camera. Cat.
Ah, so that's where the cat spawns.
You can't see it without having the thing, right?
No.
That's a lie, right? I missed.
I don't think you should do that.
I'm going to continue. I'm unafraid for many reasons. Not least of which
I'm
being me
very
dumb.
afraid for many reasons.
What's the matter? A little bit more difficult to kill me now that I can see you, isn't it? There you go. See, you've got good enough damage output. You could do something.
A lot of things is your damage.
Huh?
The majority of this is your damage.
I'm very damaging. Oh no, don't use magic at me. Whatever would I do?
Please don't use magic at me. I don't know what to do.
And up. And out. See, here's the stupid thing I was talking about. Now I can do this. I broke that sword on you. On accident. Whoops.
You didn't mean to just break the sword from my head,
Nope.
but did it anyway.
Look at this cool thing. Crack. Oh.
Oh, I forgot to take off my name engraved again.
It was just that easy.
It was just that easy.
Well, you did great, Arturius' sword. Go back in the box with you.
How much strength do I have? 20?
What does that matter?
I was wondering if there's a chance I can go get 20 more.
For what? Why do you need 40 strength? Well,
For
there's a lot of
Velociraptor
reasons you
hammer.
need 40 strength. But,
Velociraptor has a dark hammer that I used once.
okay. Train yourself for the Unga Bunga build.
So I can get used to it before we get to Elden Ring.
Well, there's still Dark Souls 3.
There's still Dark Souls 3.
But
That is a
Elden Ring
game I know
DLC is coming out
absolutely nothing
very
about.
shortly.
To think Ava could be bested.
It comes out tomorrow.
See?
No, the update's tomorrow. The DLC comes out 2 days from now.
Cursed by the old chaos.
It's the quality of life update coming out as well.
Birth to atrocities.
Alright, I think we'll get that eyeball.
In fear. Until our Lord, the Ivory King, came. My dear
I just dated this video.
a most
Does that matter?
No, not really.
his
I heard it's something
soul
to be cognizant of, apparently.
Okay.
Some people think it's important.
Okay. Let's look at that real quick. Why would it matter if someone knows what time something is recorded?
and the king gave his own soul.
Because they know how long it's been since the recording.
The king was
Well, yeah, it immediately outs anyone that's recording things and then slow drip feeding people. But why else would it matter? The only other things are like, hey, there's a future event happening. and then you may have an opinion on it, and then you may be wrong, I guess? But it stops you from talking about current events because they're no longer evergreen? What else does it matter?
Perhaps one day he will return.
If it's been a long time since you upload, or you wait forever to actually upload your videos, you can out yourself from just having in the backlogs for forever.
I have but one wish.
But other than that, outside of outing yourself for having a bunch of recordings,
Free from that unspeakable chaos.
we're people that live in time,
I haven't strength.
and the things that are relevant happening change along with that time. But so do people's opinions on a lot of things, and the way that people act.
Though I am yet to know your
There is no way not to date a video if by sheer providence of how people act in the video alone. The things that they say, the things that don't matter,
kind visitor.
at least to them at the time.
Let me open the path to chaos.
I mean, I guess it reminds people that it was recorded, but what's that matter? Recording date June 19th. Happy Juneteenth for those to celebrate. Which I believe is technically everyone, but it's not really.
Wait a second.
Many of Aleonois's faithful knights followed their lord into the chaos,
Go on.
Oh, yeah.
but not one of them returned.
I forgot that today was a
The king's
holiday. Bad of me.
waited patiently for his home,
I'm all for the idea behind it, but I remain the name is dumb.
but it was too long a wait to bear. The knights of Aleonois await a new leader.
Yep, June 19th. Whoops. Oh well.
One who will guide them into chaos.
It's a bad name. Stand by it.
Just Juneteenth.
It doesn't tell you which of the teams it is.
It could be any of the teams. It could be the 18th, 17th, 16th, 15th, 13th.
But not the king. But
It just tells you that it's not the 11th or the 12th.
And it gives you no context on what it's actually about. Like Independence Day. Day Independence.
It's a day of independence or the Independence Day, like President's Day.
Uh-huh.
It's a day for the presidents.
Memorial Day. You know?
I guess there's other holidays like Halloween,
Hallows Eve.
which don't. Hallows Eve tells you what it is, but Halloween isn't Hallows Eve.
Yeah, I know. It just, if you look into the name a little bit, you go, oh,
Mm-hmm.
okay. Hallows Evening, Halloween.
There we go.
I'm assuming that you're getting ready to fight the Zerg Cat now.
Yep.
Acquiring eyes so that you may see.
I already have the eyes just sitting waiting for a sign.
Oh, I didn't know you were over there. I'll not run back then. I'll actually teleport.
Probably could have said something about it.
We were focusing on the intricacies of people who don't like to date their
Wow.
shit.
Dark dance requires a lot of faith.
50-something?
60.
Jesus.
I don't know if there's another spell that requires 60 faith. Or intelligence.
Blood. Sign. I cannot wait until I'm in Dark Souls 3 and I have this stupid summoning sign and feather in my secret inventory. And then my other inventory is just healing item and knives.
Dark dance. Excellent birds. It consumes 5,000 souls per use of that spell.
Hexes are for rich people.
Chime hexes are for rich people. Actually, hexes in general are for rich people. Because you have to bump intelligence and faith. If you're going with hexes, you might as well also just grab some pyromancies.
Well, there's no reason not to grab pyromancies anyway. They don't have any requirements.
They scale off of intelligence.
Well, they
plus
have scaling, but they have no requirements. Anyone can use them.
Anyone can use them at any time.
And it does something.
I want that spell now because I keep seeing you use it.
Well, go fight +1 sinner.
I don't want to do that. She had a different voice line.
Ow. Ouch.
It looked like it hurt.
She just spun around like 90 some odd degrees to hit me. It's kind of impressive, honestly. Couldn't have been me. There they go. You went toward me. And then you ran. Watching the soul spear go up and down after it. There it goes. Ava, you're not paying attention to me. I'm beating you up.
Why are you attacking me when he does so much more damage?
Because if you die, I go away. And I'm not invisible anymore. I did.
You did it. Thank you so much. I now have enough souls to level up.
Just
twice
sounds
to get my intelligence
slightly
to 50.
not too happy about things.
I don't like fighting Ava.
Okay, now there's Ivory King. Ivory King, we can either go in there immediately, Munchkin to Ava, or we can go find all the other Loist Knights. The Loist Knights will stop the charred Loist Knights from spawning.
Do one for each.
What?
Try it once. Like in your world, you kill all the dark Loist, or kill the Loist Knights.
Well, you just go find them. They're around the area.
See. I just have to go find them somewhere. That bonfire? Yes, it is.
And really the only difference is, well, mooks. But you still have mook fighting time before then. Really with those particular mooks too, they're not particularly strong.
They're just
Numerous.
annoying. And that's lots of them. And they can do the same thing the Ivory King can do, for the most part.
No, not at all.
Don't they power up their weapons as well?
They may, but it's nowhere near as strong. Soul Flash. That's a tier 3 light-based magic attack. I'll shut up. Nobody knows or cares about my bullshit.
You found Soul Flash,
Yeah?
which is a tier 3 light based or sorcery based, or is it holy based?
I was referencing a different game. It's a sorcery. It's just the same name. Rapidly fire a barrage of small souls is what this one says.
It may or may not do something. I do not know.
I've been playing through the Baten Kaitos remake on the Switch. That is only dubbed in Japanese.
Is it at least subs so you can get the English subs?
That everything's written. I know what's happening. It's just it doesn't feel right. The submarine voiceover the original game had brought something to it.
What am I supposed to be going off to do? Going to go find the Lois Knight. That is what I should be doing.
Yeah.
Or I can make a cut in a video here.
For what? Well, because the thing's done. And we're about an hour in.
Finish the boss, and we're about an hour in. Yeah.
You get to initiate the cut this time. Look at you. Sure, I'm in just some random ass spot, but it's not me
And
for
that's not
one.
a good place for it. If you're just in a random spot.
It's fine. Doesn't matter to
I'll
me.
just wait
Making a
till you're
cut
in a good spot.
now.
Okay.